I'm still stuck on the bar named Crash and Burn.
Crash and Burn.
That's what I'm telling you.
I'm going to guarantee you there's a bar somewhere named Crash and Burn. Adam, look it up.
If so, send the T-shirts.
Yeah. I should have named, no, I don't want to name the bus Crash and Burn.
No,
hell no.
that's not what you want to see driving down the highway in front of you at all.
Hey guys, it happened. There's the proof. Dino made me the burger.
I've known you a long time, Dino.
Yeah.
And you have never, ever made me a cheeseburger.
You know what, man? Next time you come, it's
Go buy an
on for
RV.
sure.
Yeah, go buy an RV.
Oh, that's right. You're not a
exactly.
buyer. Cheeseburgers are for buyers, okay?
That means I must have bought the bus. So we're coming to you soon. Get your burger. Come to Mike Thompson. Buy that bus.
Well, let me tell you, we know a guy that just got kicked out of a bar. That we're not mentioning any names, but this dumbass got his ass kicked, and then he comes back, trying to get more, and the guy's in his 50s. It's like, you guys, listen, do your battle with your mouth. The words. You don't need this. That does nothing for you. Outwit them.
Oh, it's a whole lot easier to drink a beer with you than to fight with you.
Totally.
I mean,
And even before you got to battle with your mouth, maybe start with your brain and be like, is this really worth it?
Absolutely.
Whatever I feel like I've got to say or what I feel entitled to right now.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I mean, start there.
No, I mean, it's like when you got a guy sitting there at the corner of the bar saying, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Why is it so hard?
See, that's why you and I have a different approach, and I think my approach works a little better. You said, leave me alone, you want to buy him a beer. I say, fuck off and go the fuck away. And that's it.
Well, it got to that after about the 10th time
Yeah.
of leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Leave me and her alone. Neither one of us want you around.
So, guys, this episode is leave Ed the fuck alone. All right? You see this young man in a bar? Leave Ed the fuck alone.
Ed's actually a very friendly guy.
He is.
Oh, I'd much rather drink with you than fight with you.
He's ready to sit down and have a beer with you, but I think the theme of the episode is really, how do you conduct yourself in a bar? Right?
Yeah.
And there's simple ways, because you are showing up to a party, and it's also not your house.
That's it, number one, Adam.
So be there, ready to enjoy your time with everybody at the party.
And I will tell you guys this, if you decide to pick a fight with Ed, he's like a polar bear. He will eat your liver while you're screaming, and he'll buy you a beer. So you can't win. So don't do it.
I love liver.
But you know what I mean, right? Like, this isn't your garage you're walking into.
Right. It's somebody's house.
It's somebody's house. It's somebody's business.
Right.
And it's someplace a lot of other folks
And
there
that
appreciate.
dude does not deserve to have disarray
No,
and craziness
exactly.
in his house.
The thing that irritates me about this whole thing, Ed, is, you know, you and I frequent the same watering holes, and the watering holes we go to, if we had something like that, the bartender always sticks up for us. Always, you get all your compadres have your back. You walk into our pub right now, if somebody causes shit, you know, there's 20 guys that are going to stand up and say, that ain't happening.
Well, I did have one Frenchman,
Yeah, which is great.
which was honestly, like, I had to buy him a Stella yesterday because I was like, dude.
I think the French must be partying at home. Yes, the French stood up for
Oh,
a
I'm
fight.
sure it's going to be like Bastille Day.
Yeah, it has to be.
Maybe we should name that day Bastille Day all over again for Zav.
2.
Yeah, Bastille 2.
Yeah,
Or Part 2.
but do. Yeah.
What was that movie? Part 2.
Sheen, Charlie. Hot Shots. Part 2.
What are other must-do bar etiquettes for you guys? I think hand signals, cool it with that shit. You don't need to. Don't whistle.
No,
Bartender
no,
is
no,
not a dog. And don't wave at them. They're also not your friend.
Nope.
What they're doing is they're serving 15 of their friends.
Right.
And they'll get to you in time.
Yeah, but I mean,
the,
like,
the best way to do when you got an empty cocktail, the drink's usually right here in front of you. You just put it towards the front of the bar, and keep on with your conversation, and that bartender will get to you.
I mean, they are experts at body language.
Yeah.
They're seeing people crash and burn on first dates all day. They know what's going on at their bar. And you don't need to become overly familiar with them. And I think that's the kind of behavior where you get too comfortable in the joint, where you're like, okay, I've forgotten that, like, yes, while I might be a regular here or my first time, like, this is still their atmosphere.
That's a good bar name, by the way, the Crash and Burn.
The crash and burn. But Adam, since you mentioned this, guys, whenever you go on a first date, and I'm talking about you men out there, either go Dutch or let her buy.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Is Dutch like a Heineken with nutmeg?
Well, with a little bit of cinnamon on the top.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm still stuck on the bar name Crash and Burn.
Crash and Burn.
That's what I'm telling you.
I'm going to guarantee you there's a bar somewhere named Crash and Burn. Adam, look it up.
If so, send the T-shirts.
Yeah. I should have named, no, I don't want to name the bus Crash and Burn.
No,
hell no.
that's not what you want to see driving down the highway in front of you at all.
But no, bar etiquette is something that people aren't taught anymore.
It's important.
And I always find out who's, like Hammer holds court in one corner
Yeah.
of a bar that we go to. And the tide changes too from time to time in the bar. Like when we leave, another crowd comes in.
True.
When we're in there, everybody kind of knows, who's in that corner.
Sure.
And, you got to respect those guys because they're the regulars. And
Right.
they're paying pretty heavy tabs sometimes.
They're paying the light bill.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, they're keeping the lights on and the doors open.
Yeah.
Because they're there generally every day, or at least 5 or 6 days a week.
I mean, they're treating it like a 9 to 5. Some
Yeah.
of those guys. Yeah.
You got to put the work in, boys.
I've seen some business deals go in on some bars, man, that wouldn't have been sealed anywhere else. But
That's where I do my best work.
no, seriously
Yeah,
though.
I'm telling you.
I mean, how many dive bars have made some guy millions of bucks?
I'm going to tell you that biggest deals that I have ever done have been at bars.
Yeah, no.
Sitting there having a cocktail. You don't do it in the office. I mean,
Well,
you
everybody
need to
loosens
relax.
up. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like a neutral territory. It's like the Georgia-Florida game every year. You go play it in Jacksonville. But
Yeah.
it's neutral ground,
Yep.
which is really not neutral ground because
No.
it's 45 minutes from
Yeah.
Florida.
Now, do y'all think bars have changed significantly from where you would, Ed, were you allowed to, what were like drinking laws in Georgia when you were growing up? Was it 21, the drinking age, or 18?
When I turned 18, it was 18.
Okay, right. And then were you grandfathered in the couple years?
I outran it every year because it went from 18 to 19, 19 to 20, and then 20 to 21.
Gotcha, okay. It followed you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're the one that fucked it up.
No,
But basically, that's what you're telling
no,
me.
they had already made the law.
Yeah, sure is.
But
But were drinking establishments different than you see bars that attract young people
They've
now,
never
right?
been different.
No?
Since the dawning of time, they're the same as they are today. You know what? It's a social experiment.
Sure.
Right? That's what it is. And we all go, sure, you like the taste of alcohol and you like the effects of it, but us day drinkers, we go to meet with our buddies and do our business. Have a few cocktails. Instead of doing it at the office, you do it at the bar. And you get more accomplished in my aspect of thinking.
oh, I agree.
Sure, and I feel like there are some bars out there that are like stuck in a different phase of their drinking, right? Because they're still looking for like club style atmospheres.
No, I don't think so. I think you're either a dive bar or a dance bar or a tiki bar.
Or a games bar, like the axe throwing kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You got to know that the bar that you have, I don't care what the name is on it, and I've owned a lot of bars and restaurants, and I will tell you, the customers make the business.
Definitely. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Your regulars.
Kind of what you were saying, Ed, is like folks know which one they want to be at, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like my brother-in-law came down from San Francisco.
Uh-huh.
Cooch!
The Cooch. Shout out to the Cooch. No, I took him down, him and his wife. I said, hey, look, I'm going to take you to the biggest dive bar in Newport. You're going to eat the best cheeseburger you'll ever eat, and you'll have a ball. And I was texting my wife, and I said, Jill, I'm taking Georgia and Cooch to Cassidy. She's like,
You got to understand, this cat that he's taken is a big financial dude. You know, he's one of those San Francisco, muckety
yeah.
muck. So,
Yeah.
this isn't exactly his vibe.
He and I spoke about where he lives north of San Francisco, and it's a town that I was lucky enough to rent a shanty in for quite a while.
Shanty. There are no shanties in Lafayette.
No, it's under the bridge. It's, a shanty's being nice.
That's called a homeless refrigerator box.
where he works then. And
Yeah.
I will tell you, it is home to one of the best dive bars I've ever been to as well, and a small collection of them.
Yeah.
The 2 a.m. Club and the Silver Peso, more affectionately referred to as the Dirty Nickel, all have their own endearing qualities that are mirrored in a lot of the pubs you guys like down on the beach.
No, but I mean, it's. I mean, the etiquette is different in a dive bar in Georgia than it is here too.
Sure. Okay.
I mean, when I was a kid, honestly, at 16, I was going in dive bars. Mm-hmm. I had the beard, I was a big kid, looked a little older than I was. So, we'd sneak in this place called the Wagon Wheel.
The Wagon Wheel. Oh, my God.
Dude,
Okay.
I'm
For
telling
Georgia,
you.
that's perfect.
I'm telling you, though, brother, it makes Cassidy's look like the Taj Mahal. I mean,
Sawdust floor, dirt floor, what are we talking?
wasn't really sawdust, but you'd eat peanuts and throw the holes on the floor.
Okay. A homemade sawdust then.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, people would spit tobacco on the floor.
Yeah, but
honestly.
I want to know, because you're in Georgia, so let's do a tooth count.
Ah, here we go. I always know.
So how many tooths were in the spot?
Look, you might have had to get 6 women together to get a full set of teeth. Sometimes. But there was times when that paid off.
Yep, you were all into that, weren't you, Ed?
Yeah, well,
That is what it is.
But
You're
yeah.
dirty nasty.
It's and it was like an old scene from the Blues Brothers where they had chicken wire over the stage.
So you throwing beer bottles at 'em.
Somebody throw a beer bottle at the band.
Well, my temperature's rising and my feet on the floor. Crazy people like they want some more. That made me better.
No, that was a common thing back then. I mean, I've been a lot of honky tonks being in the music industry, and a lot of them have that protection,
And
they needed it.
and you had a bouncer at the door. I mean, and these were they were big dudes.
Sure.
I mean, I'm 6'3", and they were bigger than me.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you young bucks out there, the thing that we got to tell you is, don't be a chicken-chested prick when you go to these places. Man, be sweet, be kind, buy some people some drinks, have enough to where you're feeling good, and then take a fucking Uber home. Don't get in any trouble, all right? Maybe you can pull some trim, but don't be that dick.
Oh, we were always lucky, man. We didn't have to Uber. It was walking distance.
Yeah, that's nice.
The Wagon Wheel.
Yeah, as long as I can roll home, I'm good.
Wagon Wheel, Mock Road, Albany, Georgia.
There you go. Hey, guys, behave at your local dive bar.
There you go.